What's up, car friends? This is Stu from Really Cool Videos, and today we're in a 2017 Mazda MX-5 RF launch edition owned by Miranda. Thank you so much for coming out and letting me drive this. Miranda works at Pacific German, the guys who had the R8, the raced out GTI, the RS5, and a whole bunch of other cool cars, my local shop. So I've been seeing this car outside the shop and on her Instagram for a while, and I've really wanted to drive it. But the longer I've waited, the more mods she's done to it, which is awesome because I've seen a lot of reviews on this new MX-5, but not many with the tasteful mods. Now, although this car doesn't have any power upgrades, it has suspension, tires, wheels, strut bar, and it's just made this thing super tight, flat cornering. It's already nimble, but it just feels honestly perfect. So much more grip with these super sport tires, and wow, this car is fun. I can't help but have a huge grin when I do that. The suspension is bomb. So this is the Bilstein PSS kit. Correct. Which is a pretty good value for a suspension coilovers. It's like
it's good value, yeah.
About $1,000 or so for the kit.
But yeah, a little about $1,000. Fixed dampening, but I don't mind it. I think it's right in the middle.
They got it right.
Yeah.
Wow. That turn-in is really nice. This suspension is really nice.
Yeah.
It's cushy, it's soft, it's compliant, but it settles in and the grip just bites. But this car feels luxurious too. And Miranda's coming from a Cayman, and her other car is a Porsche Macan Turbo. What? So she needs to have some nice materials.
It's got everything.
And it does.
Yeah.
Stitch dash.
You've got navigation, blind spot, lane keeping.
It's fantastic gear stick lever in action.
It is very good.
Very satisfying and sure. I like that these cup holders don't like block your arm movement or anything.
Yes.
Like they're properly stowed with your sweet Aria sippy cup back there.
There's water in there, I promise.
Now, what color is this wrap? Because it's freaking awesome.
This is gloss sky blue.
Sky blue?
Yes.
So it's kind of like Mexico or
sort of
Riviera?
Like a Riviera Mexico blue.
Yeah.
A little bit lighter than like a Polestar rubber blue or like a gravel blue.
Okay. It's bright, but it's not like gaudy or too...
Right.
It doesn't look tacky. It's like very complementary color to the car, especially with all the black badges that you had done also. And then these dark raised wheels just look money on here, covering up those yellow Brembo brakes. Now, what Brembos are on here? Which kit is that?
So that is the Brembo GT kit. I reached out to Danny Jacobs, who's a good friend of mine at Brembo, and I said, Danny, I need a kit. I'm not happy with the stock brakes that are on here. Basically, they made a custom kit for my car. It's a 4-pot rotor, 328mm 2-piece rotor kit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, they look bigger than that.
They do look bigger.
It's a small car.
But it's a small car. It's only a 17-inch wheel, so...
Yeah, and the brake feel is fantastic. Again, you wouldn't think that they were upgraded or huge Brembos.
Right.
It's just nice and solid and kind of the perfect, even brake bias between front and rear. It's all good. And then Michelin Pilot Super Sports just to round it out. And then what was the does he have a strut bar up front?
It does. I have a strut bar from my good friend Jim Pierce at Pierce Motorsport.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And then no intake or exhaust.
No intake or exhaust yet, but I'm keeping an eye on the Flying Miata turbocharger, supercharger kits that they have up now.
And what type of power is that supposed to give you?
They haven't said yet.
Okay.
But But I'd be happy. Let's see, stock is like 155.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with something like around high, like 250 maybe.
Yeah. That would be a lot in this little.
That would be, but it'd
car.
be
It'd
really
fun,
awesome.
right?
Yeah.
You'd be breaking your tires.
Yeah.
A lot.
I would have to go to like an art compound.
Which is nice because, like, right out of first gear, you can floor it and it doesn't.
You're not gonna,
You don't break them loose. It's got
Exactly.
grip. Now, even in my CCR line with no tune, if I floor it in first gear, it rips the front tires
Oh yeah,
loose.
yeah.
So it's nice to be driving a car that's like perfectly suited power to
yeah.
grip level. It's really eye-opening.
Oh yeah.
And it is really, really fun.
It is fun.
Even just the little drive we were doing to get to this canyon road,
Right.
we weren't driving swiftly or anything. Just rolling through the gears, it's just a happy little car. All the sensations are very rewarding and it's very pleasant.
Yeah.
Comfortable, AC works. And then when you get to the canyon road,
Yeah.
it's a blast. The last car I drove in here was the Audi R8
Okay.
from good friends at Pacific German,
Yes.
where she works.
Yes.
And I would rather have this car on this road than the R8.
Yeah.
Because the R8, I would feel, if to drive it and have fun, I'd be scared that I was going to get a big ticket.
The R8 on the track, fantastic car. Autocross, fantastic car. But on tight technical roads, it's just big,
Yeah.
and you know it's big.
And it's so fast.
Oh yeah.
You're just going to get in trouble on the street with it.
Right.
It takes a lot of restraint, and I don't have that. I don't have
No.
How have you been with your restraint on your Macan Turbo? Because that thing's got a similar
Yeah, it's been a little tough.
Now, which one's more fun? You used to have a Cayman.
Yeah.
Which one's more fun to you?
I think this car is more fun.
Yeah. What's the power difference between the Cayman and this?
Cayman was 275.
Wow.
This is about 155, so about
Quite a bit.
125.
Basically,
yeah.
this car with forced induction, what you want to
Pretty
do.
much, exactly. Well, this car is a lot lighter.
Yeah.
It's probably about 700 pounds or so lighter.
This is the lightest car I've ever driven. This is, and it feels.
It feels it. You
It
can
feels
actually
it.
tell. Oh yeah.
The power is really nice. I'm surprised. It's got good torque. You don't really feel lacking until maybe it's a wide open road and you're really
Right.
bringing it out in the higher gears. But first, second, third,
Yeah.
it feels freaking sweet, especially through these tight roads. I mean, it's literally the perfect car
Right.
for
Oh,
these
yeah.
roads. Unless you're on the track, you don't need like that huge amount of power to get you in and out of the corners.
And I never feel like I'm at a loss of power at all in
No?
this car.
And how long have you owned it?
It'll be a year
Wow.
in December, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
So you have 3,300 miles on it.
Yeah.
No track time yet.
No track time yet. I'm working on that.
But it's also a lot of fun just to daily.
I mean, the guys at work, they all make fun of this car, but I say, you know what, go drive it for 5 minutes and come back and talk to me.
What do they think about it after they drive
They
it?
come back and they don't want to admit that it was the most fun car they've ever driven.
Yeah? What is Sean, the owner of Pacific German? And he's
He-
kind of a toughie. What does
I
he
got
think
him
about
into
it?
this car and he said that he had fun, so.
Okay, which is saying a lot.
Which is saying a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing about the car?
It's just so light on its toes. I mean, I always feel like I know exactly what the car is doing.
Yeah.
I can see, you know, all the corners of the car, which is important
It
since
does have good visibility.
I'm shorter.
And you're smaller.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just so, like, right. Just everything is where it's supposed to be.
What would you change about it then?
I would probably change right in the passenger footwell.
I noticed
There
that when I was
is-
hooking up the camera. There's a weird lump.
There is. I don't know if it's where
It's
the
like the
child
old school
transmission-
Camaros.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a big hump right here that really takes away from the
Yeah.
passenger legroom. But other than that, I think that's
Nice.
pretty much it. Yeah.
And while owning it for the last year, how many times have you said to yourself, God, I wish this thing had more power?
Maybe once or twice, honestly.
So basically a pretty perfect car.
Pretty perfect right now, right
Yeah.
off the bat.
Yeah, it's certainly fun. It certainly brings a smile to your face. Miranda, thank you so much.
Not
I
a
really
problem.
appreciate it. Guys, please drop a like if you've made it this far in the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And until next time, have a really cool day. Peace.